I'm sorry folks, bad beginning. Well, I'm really sorry about that, if you heard it of course. So this is part 4 of my handmade birch bark journal. No, this is part 5, I'm sorry, about my handmade journal birch bark design in A3 format, 12 by 16 inches. This episode is going to be how we will connect the already ready from the previous part spine with the detailing. I have 5 details here, and you can see it's so long. So what we want to do now is connect our birch, the refined sides of the covers. So what you need to do is you will want to measure where will the first cover gonna be glued. So you're gonna put the spine like that. Let me do a little bit like that. Then you will want to have like 5 mm space from the spine to the cover, and you take one pencil and you mark first one of the ends. So you need to leave here space between the beginning of the spine and at least 5 mm space, and then you mark here where the fabric goes up to. Preferably, depending how thick is your cover, preferably it will be best to put like 7 mm, probably the 1 cm space between the spine and the cover. Then I'm gonna do this because we need this to be easily foldable. I'm gonna leave like 8 mm. Yeah. Now when you marked where you need the fabric to go to, you will need to transfer this mark onto the birch bark, because you need to know up to where you're gonna apply the glue. Then we transfer the other mark also, which is here. Now you have the ready, and I'm gonna need to brush this, but first you make a kind of line. You make this line in order to not a lot of pencil, something like that. You need to know to where exactly you can see the line. Hi folks, and welcome to my live session. I see somebody, I'm making a smoke pepper from wood. Smoke pipe from wood, that's good, pumpkin man. It's good to make crafts, right? Now folks, you need to brush a little bit the part from the line. You need to brush a little bit, although the glue is gonna help bind even these particles together very well with the spine. But anyway, okay, so birch barks is a little bit dirty and tricky job. I got interested in working with wood. I also like wood and I love working with wood, and I'm gonna be building my Eco House workshop, and this is gonna be house, but this August like next week I start to prepare the building process of an eco workshop where in the future I want to make woodworking especially. Now we have cleaned the area and we can apply the glue here. Right, but first I'm gonna have to do this for the other side of the journal. This is gonna be towards this side. Now you still make the same thing that I told you. You leave like 8 millimeter from the corner of the spine to the corner of the book, and you see to where your fabric goes and you make a mark. You make this also for the other side. Then I'm gonna transfer this to the fabric. This one also. If you have questions, guys, for crafting this journal, you can ask them. Now I make the connecting the line. Yep, my mark here was not the best one. So you make the line, you make the clearing. You know, don't need to brush too much. The glue will work very well. Okay, I told you it's a little bit dirty job. Thanks for watching my live session, and everybody who watched this video in my live section on the YouTube channel. Now we are going to apply the glue. First I want to apply the glue to this side. Okay. I'm gonna put this like that. Then you apply a thin layer of glue. You don't want to have too much glue because PVA glues, as I told you in the previous parts, work better when you don't apply too thick layer. Just enough to be wet from glue, especially for the fabric. It's not good for the fabric to soak the glue through, so you need just a thin layer which is gonna be enough to make the, actually this thing is gonna mess with the fabric, so probably such not good relief parts you can cut a little bit. They're gonna be under the fabric anyway, you know what I mean? It's gonna mess with the fabric gluing too much. This is why it's better to remove a little bit from these very relief particles like that. Now I will apply a little bit glue again. I hope you see well, guys. Like that, I think you see well. Repeat again and take with the brush the excess glue, kind of brush it off. Here I need a little bit more. Now see how much glue I applied. Not too much, just a thin layer. And now I'm gonna put this against the fabric and check the levels. Press a little bit. Now I do like that, and you leave the spine to go down from the table. Now I have this little bit thread. Later on I can refine this edge with very little bit of glue, with very small, you know, maybe this is, you're gonna see a little bit better. Now you press very good from all the sides, like that. Usually it's gonna need about 1 hour to dry, and to fully dry it's gonna need like 20 hours, 24 hours or something. No. Alright folks, thanks for watching, the ones who are watching now. Please subscribe to my channel if you like crafting videos, and of course if you like videos for nature and especially mountain nature. The videos we mostly post on this channel are mountain nature hiking videos. Now I'm gonna wait a little bit for this to dry, and before we apply the next cover, it's good for us to wait this a little bit to dry. So I'm gonna switch again for another live part, and which is gonna remain like another episode of this live of this tutorial for crafting journal. And a bit later tonight I'm gonna show you how I put the second cover and how I took the fabric from both the sides, which is gonna make even stronger the future binding. And then the next phase will be setting up the binding from the inside of the covers and inside of the very spine, which is a special binding system for the curved spine journals. And after this process we can put the inside cardstock lining in the given color you want, and the finished part will be how we actually put the pages to the binding system from the inside of the journal. And of course some refining at the end for the parts where we are missing pieces of bark, like here and somewhere here. Also this is needed more glue for refining, and I'm gonna put glue on all of the edges. I have prepared just the first edge for now. What I refined it in the previous part because I needed to do so in order to put the fabric for the spine here. I needed to find this edge before doing this, like before doing this actual process now. So later folks, in part 5, which will be the same thematic like this part unfortunately, but due to the process of drying the glue I cannot show you everything in one part. This is just processes like that. And later tonight please expect another live. Thanks for watching everybody. Please subscribe if you like our channel, the videos we make. If you want to support us also, you can comment and like and share this video with your friends. And thank you for the support. Thank you so much to those of you who already subscribed to the channel. 747 people of you have subscribed, and I'm very grateful to all of you folks. Thanks for watching our channel, and see you in my next video. Have a nice evening folks, or have a nice day, depending